Well, hello, and welcome back to Idle Kingdom Defense. So today, 24,030, and of course, don't forget to like, don't forget to comment, don't forget to subscribe, and you know it, I know it, make sure you ring that bell. So here we are. Here we are. And there we go. So that should be done, and of course, I think it's Wolf. It is the Wolf. And so we'll just buy 5 tickets for the Dragon tomorrow. And Portal? Oh yeah, that's right. It's gonna be nothing special. It's armor. But like, oh, what's the portal? No, it's not anything special. But we will sweep it down to 10 or 5. Well, 5. We'll sweep it 10 times. Is what I was thinking. And then we'll buy it, and then it'll be 10 out of 10. But of course, we all know that's 10 extra tickets for Hero Seal Day. And then, of course, we're gonna finish our dailies. So we're gonna level up Adrian. 5425. I really believe I started her at 4,000, so that's been almost 300 days. I think. That is what memory serves. Okay, and we clean out the boxes, and we summon the gear. Now we'll have the hero. We'll finish summoning heroes tomorrow, and the Kingdom Pass, and the Hero Pass. And then moving right along, the Archer store has been purchased. We will go ahead and do some summons from astrology. And then, of course, it's time to purchase some heroes. But, all that said, how are you doing today? I do hope everything is going well for you. Obviously, you know, here we are working on things. And, you know, everything's great. That was probably pretty weak sounding, but whatever. Just know that we're working on stuff, working on Marian, that we are progressing, and that we will do what we can do to become the strongest ever. Yes, I said strongest ever. That's what we're going for. Wow, that was only Sophia today. That's fine. On to Marian, and of course, we will start with the ring. And we will be doing some catch-up today, so remember, we need 4 orbs, and everything's good. So that's what we'll be fishing for today. 6 sweeps, can we get 4 orbs? Oh, not a lot of extra stuff today, that's not good. Well, let's just see how far we can take this. So, again, we're looking for 44,046. There we go. And we're going to go ahead and dismantle while we're here. It'll be a 9 and an 8. And that's dismantled. And then finally, we will be going to fish for orbs. Now, if we get all 4 orbs, we can go back to doing the Flame Fortress. Wrong orb. We need a green 5-star orb. Okay, we got 2. We need 2 more. We need 2 more. Do I see 2 more? Well, all right, 1 more. We just need 1. All right, so that should put us at 4 orbs. Let me make sure, because sometimes I don't trust my... Oh, funny story. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Okay, so we're good. We can now go and work on... All right, now we can go to Flame Fortress and go ahead and just spend our last sweep here, and that does free us up tomorrow to sweep here, so that's nice. All right. So we're going to grab 6 rings and 2 orbs to start us off and see how that goes. So 1, whoops, wrong way, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. All right, and let's see how this goes on the Marian show. And survey says, Nordy. One of the worst ones. So now we're getting to 44, 46. 4444. What a number. What a number, and it will be a while until we see another number like that. So goodbye, 4444, and we will miss you. And survey says defense. So moving over to the orb, we are looking for 4440. Hopefully we can get to at least 44. Maybe we can get to 4444, and then we have a beautiful number to end on. A big, beautiful number. I heard that 4444 was the best number in the 4000s. Only succeeded by 4444's older brother, 5555. All right, and survey says crit damage. Now that's what we want to see. Again, we're trying to get to 485,000 crit damage, and then we can start computing just how much better we're doing than the guy that cleared 1210. So that is our benchmark, and that will continue to be our benchmark, and we're gonna use that to just see how things measure up. Oh. So we have to dismantle, and we'll dismantle 6 of these. And survey says crit damage again. Very nice. And what do you know? The orb ends up on the beautiful 4444. And let's take a look here, and 193.14 million and 441,315 crit damage. So starting off strong already. So now that the dust is settled on that, I don't know why we're going this way. We're going to keep working on, we're going to try and chip away at Daniel's runes. Like, oh, I missed this one. Wait, oh, we're here. Yeah, we're here. How I wish the refinement process was just better. They could have kept everything the same and just put a pop-up if you were refining an S tier, and that would be fine. As long as the pop-up button of yes or no didn't overlap with refine, it would have been fine. I still think the system is not fun because it doesn't get stronger as you go, but I still like the system of runes enhancing your heroes overall. So for example, that low S, it would say, "Are you sure?" And it would display the bar here of how close it was to max. And then you can make an easy decision to reroll or not. It'd be even better if you could set the slider to be like, only give me the prompt on like 95% or higher. That would be really nice. Or I could go nuts and be like, only prompt me on 99% or higher, or 100%. And then you would just slam the reroll button. And then it just becomes like, okay, I exhaust the amount of resource until I max roll. But again, if I was going to have that in my game, I would just make it so once you rolled at max, you couldn't reroll anymore. I don't know how much I like this system. I think it's an okay-ish system as a tertiary. I think we'll keep that one as a tertiary system. But again, I certainly would probably have a pop-up. And again, if you made a max roll, we'll do a couple. Wow, we rolled nothing there. If you did a max roll, I would just lock it and be like, yeah, you refined it to the max. There's literally no point, so you just win. If they did that, the system would be completely fine. That's one of my 2 complaints about this game. No pop-up for S tier. I don't want to leave it at that because that's too low of an S tier to take. Says that one. I mean, a pop-up for S tier, and then I would remove the animation. Those are the 2 flaws in the game. Well, I guess the flaw is that there's no pop-up in S tier. I kind of lost my train of thought there, but you know what I mean. And we'll leave it at that. And we finally made it to the rare runes, and of course, we'll have to go through and double-check everything once the dust has settled. But that said, once again, as always, thank you for watching. Please like and subscribe to support the channel. And if you have any questions, feel free to say something in the comments. I do always look forward to your questions. And as always, thank you again, and I hope you have a great day. Goodbye, everybody.